Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, and we are pleased to be joined once again for his weekly check-in for ARCA is Nick Sanchez. How's it going, man?
Not much, doing good.
Of course, Nick drives the number 2 Chevrolet for Rev Racing. Haven't been on in a while because ARCA hasn't had a race in a while since Kansas. So you're going to Toledo this week, a track that you have been at. How's exciting? How exciting is it to be going back over there?
I'm excited. It's our first short track of the year, so we get to maybe be a little closer to the 18 car, speed wise. But I feel like it's a good track for us. I know I got a top 5 there last year, I believe, in my first start. So it's a little bit of momentum coming back, but I'm just excited to finally get this summer stretch of racing going. I feel like that's where we'll execute our best.
First race of the Sioux Chief Showdown. Of course, that's the 10 race championship within a championship. So you're gonna have a new cast. Well, mostly you'll have a new cast of characters to deal with as well. Maybe some of them, but yeah. So first short track of the year. You feeling? What do you need to do to catch up to that 18?
Just gotta win. Going into the summer, I just want to win, period. Any track. But I definitely have short tracks circled on my list. I mean, just like I have all of them, but just got to go be confident in the car and be confident in myself and just go perform, period.
So kind of going into this kind of, this summer stretch of races, because all we've known is we've had Phoenix, we've had Daytona, we've had Talladega, we've had Kansas. Now we're going into short tracks. We're Toledo. We're going to go to a 1.5 miles in Charlotte. We're going to go to a road course at Mid-Ohio. We're going to have a lot of different types of tracks coming up here in the next few races. What's that going to be like for you?
It's going to be exciting. But I think the biggest thing racing each week for the next couple weeks is going to be the key. I don't think I've ever had a stretch of 3 weekends in an ARCA car. And something like that, especially after having that big track experience, going back to a small track like Toledo, makes things a lot easier and vice versa. So I definitely, these past 3-4 months, I've gotten so much knowledge under my belt in the ARCA cars and big tracks, small tracks, super speedways, 1.5 miles, doesn't matter. But I'm feeling probably the most confident I've ever felt in an ARCA car.
So you said earlier you're going back to a track that you have been to. I don't think you have been to Charlotte. I don't think you've been to Mid-Ohio.
No.
But you have been here. You scored a top 5 here. And does that bring you confidence to know that, you can run well here?
Oh, yeah. But I think the most confident I'm feeling is probably from the Charlotte test. We were very fast there, even with a little minor setback. But just something like that, looking back on Kansas, I had car issues that we didn't realize till after the race. So Even though that wasn't our best performance, I've had those 2 experiences to look back on and know that with what happened, we were still good. And, when my car is eventually on point and I'm on point, I feel like it's going to be good.
Coming into this weekend, what's the toughest place? What's the most interesting thing about Toledo Speedway?
I feel like just dialing in your car. I think this is going to be my first night race that doesn't transition from day to night. So I'm going to start at night. So definitely messing with my balance and practice to make sure it's good for the nighttime.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm going to have to think about. And as far as racing around Toledo, I think it's, I want to say it's a very high speed place. So you really want to take care of your tires.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I'm going to look forward to really putting my mind to, just taking care of tires and seeing how much I could gain from losing a little at the beginning.
So yeah, you talk about that transition from day to night. This is also kind of the first. I mean, Phoenix was at night, but
yeah, I guess to an extent, yeah.
So, but this is like the true, You got 8 p.m. Probably won't get done until about maybe, 9:30, maybe 10. What's
Yeah.
that? What's that? I mean, how does that change like a driver or something?
I've always performed better in night races for some reason. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm more in tune with everything, more to myself. But I'm really looking forward to my first night race start. And I'm just excited to be racing again. I haven't raced since Kansas, beginning of the month. So I'm really looking forward to Toledo and every race after.
So, yeah, exciting to get excited to be back here in Toledo, but it should be a good show out there. All right. Nick Sanchez, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us, and we'll see you at Toledo.
Thank you.